Okay, once you've logged in, you'll come into the WordPress dashboard screen. This is where you can control the back end of the site and access all the features that WordPress offers. What I'm going to do initially is just give you a little bit of a navigation tour around so you can see how you access some of these features. The WordPress dashboard is nicely laid out here. The dashboard home is just a brief collection of information on the site, and there's not that much that you actually do from here. In WordPress we have two types of content. We have posts and we have pages. Pages you should think of as the more permanent site content, and they also, as a page, provide a framework to display your posts. So initially in the page section you can see we have the standard pages. You have your home page, we have a blog page, we have a bio page or about us page, contact us. We have some draft pages here which are not published and cannot be seen on the site, but they're perhaps something that you're working on. And we also have a stories page down here. So pages represent the more permanent framework of your site. And one of the beauties of WordPress is that we can then create posts which are more ongoing and additional content that you want to fill your site out with. And the beauty of posts is that we can label these with categories. So by setting a post to a certain category, we can then control that how it's displayed on the site by showing it inside the page framework. Let me explain that a little bit further. The common use for this system is when you're running a blog. So on this site we have a home page which we've decided to make a static page, which means that it's part of the page structure, and we control the content that's displayed in this section from the pages section in the back end. So if we wanted to edit some of the content on the home page, we go into the page home, and then we can directly edit the content, and that's what will be displayed on the home page. However, when we come to a blog, the blogs are set up a little bit differently. They have two sections of content to them. The initial section at the top here is in fact a page, and we can edit this by going back into the pages section and then going into the blog page and editing that. So any content that will show up at the top of the page, in this case it's just a simple line, is what will be displayed at the top here. The rest of this content is pulled from posts that are added, and which posts get displayed here are decided by the category that we place those posts in. So in this example, Trisha's blog, anything with a category set to blog will show up in this section here. As you scroll down you can see there's a collection of articles there. So the pages section has the ability, if it's set to a blog, to pull the content from the posts, and the category that the post is set to will decide where it is displayed. In this example, we've actually set up two blog style pages. Trisha's blog will pull, as we said, from the blog category, but we've also set up a stories page which will pull its content from the portfolio category. So anything with a category set to portfolio will show under the stories page. And yet again, this section at the top here is accessed and edited through the pages section. But this time we need to find the correct page to edit, and that of course will be stories page. So two types of pages. There's the blog style of page, and the blog style will have an intro section up here, and this can have as much content, exactly the same as a post or another page, as you decide you want it to have. But then below that it will pull content from posts that are set to the category that you've decided you want to pull in from that section. Different templates have slightly different layouts here, but basically what we've done here is we've selected the blog page template to turn this into a blog page, and then we're able to decide which category we want to pick by coming down the page a little bit, and in this case here we've selected the portfolio blog category. So that's how we control what's displayed as a blog. Now, pages, to recap, as I said, are normally what we consider to be the more permanent site content, and posts are your ongoing content that you add to that. So let's go and have a look at posts. Now, in the back end of WordPress, the posts will be displayed in a very similar manner to which the pages are displayed, and you can go in and edit them in exactly the same way. So if we take the first example here, you can click on edit or the name of the post title, and it will take you into the post page. Now again here you have the option to control the content that goes into that post. It's entirely up to you what you add. You can add photos, you can add text, you can add video, you can add links into it. So this is the type of thing that you will add to your blog. You'd add a blog post, or in our case, in this example here, we'll add stories or short stories. On the right hand side over here, we can decide what categories we want to add them to. I'll deselect the featured one because that's not something we're going to cover in this video. So this is a portfolio category, so that we know when we click on the stories page, which is going to update that change we made there to the featured. So we know that when we click on stories, that page will actually be featured in this section. So there we are. Umbrella rides the wind. Umbrella rides the wind under stories. Now you can add new posts very easily. Click on the add new button here or here, and it's going to take you to virtually the same page, but obviously with the content area blank. So you'll add a title here and you'll add your content in here. You'll then set the category here to whichever one you want it to be. You can add a new category if you want to decide to extend the blog system even further, or you can have another category and have two categories. As long as either portfolio or blog are selected in this example, they're going to show up on the main site. When you've finished all of that, you click on publish and the new page will be published.